And even without Devontae Adams, I still feel good. They are so good on the perimeter offensively. And the Lions had no shot. And what ended up happening was, to me, the key to the game was this. Even with the Lions scoring first, the Rams are so good offensively that they forced them out of their bread and butter, the Lions, which is running the football. They had, 20 carries in the whole game between the two backs?
Let's see, 13 and 7. Jameer Gibbs and Dave Montgomery.
So that's how you beat the Lions. Mm-hmm. But that they overwhelm you offensively, and then defensively they're good. But the Lions are also excellent offensively too. So I don't really. I'm not going to rip them defensively by any stretch of the imagination because the Lions are a very potent offense.
Yeah.
But they did what you're supposed to do schematically to try to win the game, which is not allow them to run the ball, because once they can run the ball, forget it. They've got you.
I actually thought in the first half, this is, by the way, a report from the stands, again, section 205 of the stadium yesterday. Mm-hmm. First of all, when Matthew Stafford was introduced, you should have heard the boos.
Oh, from the Lions fans?
George, there were so many Lions fans there yesterday, and I give the Lions fans a lot of credit.
Yeah.
Because the blue of the Lions jersey sort of melds in with the blue of the Rams jersey. Yeah. So the whole place looked blue, but it was like half Lions fans and half Rams fans.
I think it was more than half. It was so loud when the Lions did anything.
Right.
And in the post-game show, a Lions fan almost attacked us on the set.
What? Really?
Well, I might have antagonized. I might have said,
you.
But no, there were so many Lions fans at post-game, and they were riled up.
Yeah, they were. It was crazy. There were so many Lions fans yesterday. And in the first half of the game, not only did they boo Matthew Stafford, which let me just pause on that for a quick second. Guys, look, if Matthew Stafford goes to Detroit and it's a playoff game and you boo him because you respect him, and you're like, that was our guy, and now he's playing for them, and he's won a Super Bowl for them, and boo, he's coming back to try and beat us. I completely endorse booing Matthew Stafford in Detroit in a playoff game.
Correct.
On the other hand, if you're a Lions fan who lives in L.A. or you're a Lions fan that came to L.A. and Matthew Stafford shows up on the field and it's his home stadium, I think the respectful thing to do is be like, okay, hey, you were our guy, but I'm not going to boo you. I mean, we're in your home place. They booed the hell out of him.
Yeah, they don't care.
They gave it to him.
Yeah.
But the Lions fans were overwhelming in the first half, and this gets back to your point about what the Rams eventually did to them. The Lions fans, it was like a home game. I'm not exaggerating. And I'm like, I can't believe what's going on here. But then when the Rams turned the whole game around and then smothered and overwhelmed the Lions, shout out to the Rams fans yesterday, because the Rams fans got loud. George, I'm telling you, that place was rocking.
Right.
And it was awesome because you had a lot of Lions fans, you had a lot of Rams fans. The Rams fans did ultimately outnoise the Lions fans.
Good.
And it became a home field. There's no doubt.
Right.
But in the early part of that game,
it was worrisome.
Yes. Now, real quick about this game, just about what you're saying about stopping them from running the ball. I think you made a great point. I think the biggest adjustment in this game was the defensive side in the second half.
Yeah.
Because in the first half, Amon-Ra St. Brown was eating them for lunch.
Torching them.
And you notice that he had very little impact in the second half.
Yeah.
I don't actually know what adjustments were made on the defensive side of the ball, but they shut down Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Whatever Chris Shula did worked.
And that's the difference in the game. Because offensively, to your point, the Rams didn't have any fear that they weren't going to be able to score. As a matter of fact, if you remember, they scored before the end of the half.
Yeah.
And then they were going to get the ball coming out of the second half, and they scored again.
Right.
So there was
They won the middle 8.
Right. There was never a worry that the Rams offense couldn't still. Because let me tell you something. When the Rams got a 3-point lead, I leaned over to my buddy and I go, hey, I hate to be greedy, but now I want the cover. Because, the cover was 5, but they had a 3-point lead.
Yeah.
And I actually think I bet the Rams yesterday at -6.
Yeah.
So I really wanted the cover.
Yeah.
Which we just barely got.
I lost a 9-team parlay in Vegas.
A 9-team parlay?
Yeah. You know why?
Tell me.
Seahawks.
Because,
really?
Come on.
I took them minus the 13.5. I thought they were going to ham slam Phillip Rivers.
Did you win the other 8?
No, I ended up going 7-2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I lost the under of the Texans Cardinals, too.
Gotcha.
By the way, did you know that Jared Goff had 220 yards passing at halftime and 3 touchdowns? He finished with 338 and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, so
did nothing in the second half.
Well, that's just it. They got to him in the second half. The defensive line of the Rams, and I'm not just talking about like verse on the end. I'm talking about like up the middle. Yeah. These guys, came for him. They got to him. He was moving around all over the place. He was uncomfortable, obviously. And like Bergie says, only a third of his yardage came in the second half.
Yeah.
But I thought the Rams defense was the difference in the second half of the game. Offense, we know what we're going to get.
Yeah, for sure. They made the adjustments. I'm with you on that, Cappy.
How about this, though? How about Colby Parkinson? Like, we always talk about, like, how many tight ends they have.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I know they ended up scoring a touchdown on that Hutchinson play, but he came, like, down. The way he even started the game, right?
Yeah, right.
Came down, tackles Hutchinson, then has a number of moments throughout the game, in my opinion.
The first touchdown pass that Colby Parkinson caught, I actually didn't think it was a catch. And then,
it looked short.
Right, and then people said, well, even if it is a catch, it's short of the end zone.
Right.
But they awarded him the touchdown.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
And then he scored a second touchdown. And so when you think about the tight end position, right, so you're talking about Devontae Adams.
Yeah. Ferguson ended up dropping one.
That's right.
Well, it looked like a touchdown, but he didn't complete it through the ground.
Right. So that's just it. Is that even when one of your star wide receivers goes down, like what's going to happen with Devontae, and you've got 4 tight ends, and then one of your tight ends goes down, and now you got 3 tight ends. Don't forget, you still have 2 running backs.
Right.
And
Corum played very well in the second half.
He sure did. I mean, and 3 touchdowns between the two of them, and yet again, perfect balance. Kyron Williams, 15 carries. Blake Corum, 11 carries.
Yeah.
3 touchdowns combined. 149 yards combined between the two of them.
Yeah.
They've done a brilliant job with the running backs. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah. And they got the kid from Auburn that doesn't even play, who will eventually, if I had to guess, in a year or 2, will replace Kyron Williams.
And their offensive line is healthy.
Right.
So it's just watching the Rams at work against another quality team like Detroit.
And then work them.
And then you realize how good this Rams team is.
Yeah,
it helps having a guy like Puka Nacua who catches basically everything.
The guy is.
Well, when he had that one drop, everyone was like, whoa, like stunned.
He dropped it.
Yeah. Unstoppable, Puka Nacua.
He's a dog.
Unstoppable.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Well, that's why you just sit Adams, to me. Like, you sit him until the playoffs.
Yeah, I would agree.
Wouldn't mess around.
I would agree. I mean, look, you're not going to play him Thursday night against Seattle.
Yeah.
You're not likely going to play him the following week at Atlanta on a Monday night, even though you're going to give him plenty of time to recover.
Yeah.
And you really shouldn't be playing him against Arizona. If he plays one more game, it'll be at Atlanta, would be my guess.
Let's take we'll take a pause here.
Oh,
and
pause.
Lakers on the other side. To kind of split the difference.
Lakers got away with one yesterday.
So we'll do one